All right, guys, welcome to another Tuesday night Solar Kings call. Glad you guys could join us. That video, I found it earlier today and thought I'd share with y'all. I thought that it shares a pretty inspiring and powerful message in a number of different ways. Number one, the comment that Elon made about working 80 to 100 hours in order to be successful and grow a business. That's really what we're doing here, guys. And it takes hard work, it takes consistency, and it takes, as Eric says all the time, trusting the plan. And so I really love that quote, but then I also love the quote early, for those of you who joined us later, he equated a lot of what we see today. So being able to fly, being able to see from space above you, those are all things that would have gotten you burned at the stake 200 or 300 years ago. And he equated those to magic. And so what is today the thing that we think of as magic that in the future will just be an everyday occurrence? And that just was an exciting concept to me. Realistically, I mean, you look at the industry we're in, guys, and we're in one of those magic industries. We're in an industry where you can take some glass and some wiring and some, just minor parts and throw them up on a roof where it catches some sun and all of a sudden generate electricity for your home. Like, that's pretty crazy. And so I wanted to share that just as a little opener for tonight. But we're going to go ahead and get into tonight's call. So welcome. Let me switch over here. So I'm going to start off with new recruits. Do we have any new recruits on the line? Anybody new to the team that we need to introduce? I know I see Justin on the line. Justin's relatively new. I think we were able to introduce him last week. But we went out earlier this week with Justin and met with his first client, got an approval. We're working on getting that one closed. We've got a couple little conditional things we're working on getting, but looks good. And so Justin, congratulations, man. Looking forward to you doing great things. I know you've come out of the gate hustling and strong. Anybody else have any new recruits? Anybody that we need to acknowledge?
Yeah, we got Jay Rodriguez on the line. Jay, hey, what's up? He's new recruit, finished, already got certified and everything. So why don't you say hello to us, Jay?
Hello.
A man of few words, I see. Awesome. Well, Jay, man, congratulations. Welcome to the team. We're looking forward to seeing what you do with us, man. Join us for the ride. It's going to be fun. We'll move on. So, recent success stories. I saw Dario on the line. Congratulations to him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was Danny Green's house that you finally got installed, right, Dario? I see him. He may not be listening, but I'm pretty sure that was Danny Green's house out there.
Yeah, no, it was, and it was out in Los Angeles. And the good thing about that is I've become acquaintance with him, and it's likely it's going to lead to some other business in other states.
Awesome,
so,
man.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. Well, I know I saw your note on there that one of the installers actually declined to do it because the roof was so complex or something.
Yeah, it was a how do I say it? A reconditioned home. He didn't tear it all the way down to the studs, but he tore it down about 2 years ago, and it was interesting. It was a lot of communication between me and the general contractor and the project manager. So it just goes to show, like, you have to even on those complicated ones, and even being remote, the power of communication. And I talk about that a lot with Eric. And I take pride. I've never had a cancellation once I earn the business. Excuse my language, but that motherfucker sticks. I over communicate because everything that we do, be it text message, email, everything is time and stamped and dated. And I would rather over communicate with the back office, with the PMs, with anyone I need to communicate with to make sure that every single approval leads to an installation. The approval is just the beginning of it. And so when you get these appointments, value them. And when you get the approvals, value them. And you drive that sucker home. You dot every I, you cross every T. You make sure you got every copy of your driver's license, the correct bills. Sometimes you'll come in contact with a homeowner, they own their home outright, so they don't have a mortgage. So that paperwork, they mean to call their lawyer, their CPA, letting them know that they own the house outright. Get your paperwork aligned, and I guarantee you that you won't have cancellations, because a lot of people get real excited with the approval. They're like, yes, I got approved. I'm making that 5, 10, 15 grand, whatever it may be. But don't forget, that's just the beginning of the process. You have to finish it. You don't get paid until those panels are on. So even if you get, we can get caught up in it when you get a good week or a good month, and you can get 3 and 4 in a week or 3 or 4 in a month. Hey, take your time, make sure you review it every single day. Like Eric talks about, often make a point of contact every week. And like I said, it's not bad to over communicate, no matter what it is. Everything is time and stamped. So yeah, thank you very much. Let's get on with the meeting.
Amen, man. Hey, great words of advice to start off the meeting. It's going to be a good one. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Next, Jacob Davis just announced he got another deal signed the other day. Congratulations, Jacob. I think that gets you one step closer to being tier 2 and getting out on your own, if I'm not mistaken, right? Next, we had a big crew meetup the other day and go door knocking. Wanted to kind of hear how that went. I know I talked to 1 or 2 of you guys, but we had 5 or 6 of y'all out there the other day. Eric, how'd it go? How'd the team do out there?
Did good, man. We actually had, we got 1 bill out of all of us. Oh, got somebody. There we go.
There you go.
We got 1 bill, but we spent a lot of time training, initially before.
Nice.
That kind of took a lot of our time, but actually, I'm glad you brought this up, because we want to start a culture of door knocking Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays. And so I want to put it out there, Saturdays is a good day too. And if you can make it, if you can't, no worries. It's kind of like a mandatory type of culture, but we're all in this together and we all need leads, and it's just more fun when you're in a group of people. So hopefully somebody can reach out if they want to myself or Dario Davis. We're going to be looking at helping people door knock and get some bills and get paid.
Awesome. Well, awesome, man. That sounds good. I think we've got a few guys on the team, particularly a couple of new guys I can think of right off the top of our head that'll probably be jumping on that. So looking forward to seeing what you guys do with that. Next, we've got Justin Cole. I already mentioned him. Congratulations on getting your first deal in the pipeline. Hopefully we get that wrapped up by the end of the week. We've got a couple of docs that we're working on getting from the customer, but congratulations to you, Justin, on your first deal. Let's get that thing wrapped up ASAP. Brant Morris, congratulations on presenting your first enterprise deal. I know you've been going after those roofing companies, and so I think you're going to become the enterprise king pretty soon. So keep doing what you're doing, keep going after those roofers, and keep killing it, man. Congratulations there. Gus, another week posting multiple deals approved. So keep up the good work you're doing out there, Gus. Keep killing it, man. I know you all give us something to strive for every time you guys are posting that you're closing deals. We're going, all right, I got to get mine next. I got to get mine. So Willie, Greg, and Gus out at an install today. Looked like that went pretty well. Congratulations to Willie on getting that deal done. And thanks for all of the video and photos that you guys sent to the team. It was good to see. So what else we got? Anybody else got success stories they want to shout out? Anybody on your team? Eric, what you got?
Yes, sir. We had I had 2 installs today. One with Ray Martinez, who's a car salesman background.
Very nice.
And yes, and the other one was with a realtor. Her name is Yvonne, and we were able to close that deal and install it today as well. So cool.
Awesome. Yeah, we had an install yesterday as well, so I'll throw that one in there.
Awesome.
An old friend of mine, old softball buddy. So, all right, let's move on. Power updates. So, a lot of times, this is the same stuff that you're going to get on those Monday emails, along with some of the training sessions and weekly training that we're doing. So, number one key update: virtual site survey was just open to homes of all ages, not just homes 25 years and younger. So you can now do virtual site survey for solar only deals, regardless of the age of the home. I know we kind of talked back and forth the other day. At the moment, ground mount systems still require an in-person site survey by an installer. So good news there. Just another way to continue to expedite our M1 commissions. Next, the on-demand site survey calls are starting to go out. I know a number of you mentioned the other day that you've already received your call. Still waiting on mine, but hopefully that'll be coming soon. But good news to see that they're starting to roll that out. I think that's going to continue to help us not only speed things up for deals that we can't necessarily get out to ourselves, but also give the others on the team an opportunity to make a quick $100 plus the gas mileage to get to and from. So great way to expand that. And then, if it's me, guys, I'm going to go out and knock a couple doors while I'm out there doing a site survey, right? I'm already there, so I might as well. Next big update, the Aptos 400s were removed from the platform earlier this week and replaced with the Canadian 390s. Very important, if you have any deals that have not been contracted that had Aptos on there, make sure you switch them before you send out a contract. I've noticed on a couple deals, they're still on the proposal, but they're showing as 0 cents per watt. So make sure you're checking that before you're sending out contract data. One other big news that they just rolled out right before the meeting started, actually. Maryland's going live by the end of this month. They've got a Freedom Tour event on March 23rd out there, and they're supposed to be live on the platform accepting leads by the end of the month. So good news there. If you know anybody in Maryland, get them out to that Freedom Tour event and get them onto the ground level in a new state, guys. Great opportunity. I know Eric always says, if you want to own a state, now's the time. So now's the time to get out there and recruit. Also, just a reminder, Cami Bomey's doing the weekly Power TV on Fridays. If you get a chance to check in on that, that's been pretty cool. She's been interviewing some of the top performers in the company. Last week, I believe she had, who was it? I'm blanking on his name, out of California. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, check those out if you can. Next, Freedom Tour continues. We're going to talk about this in a little bit more in depth, and this is actually going to be part of our training tonight. But March 18th, that's this weekend, you got Austin, Texas at 6 p.m. And then the big event for those of us in the San Antonio market on April 2nd, 10 a.m. We need to get our whole team there, guys. I think we need to have major representation at this event on April 2nd. We're going to talk in a little bit more detail about what to expect and
hey,
how
Houston,
to plan for that.
Where in Austin will it be?
I am not sure. Eric, do you know?
I don't know, but I can find out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you go to the Freedom Tour website, you should be able to figure it out. But we'll find out for you and get back to you. Next big thing, just a reminder, Power World live event, July 15th and 16th in Dallas. At the moment, through March 31st, general admission, if you're not part of Power Live, is $150. That's going to go up after March 31st. So make sure you buy your ticket. If you are a Powur Live member, you have until this Friday to reserve your ticket free of charge with a 99-cent deposit or $99 deposit. So $99 deposit gets you your ticket, and then when you show up to the event, they'll reimburse you the $99 plus the fee that Eventbrite charges for the ticket. So make sure, particularly if you're a member of Powur Live, guys, make sure you've already reserved that ticket. If you're not on Powur Live, get in there and buy that ticket now before the price goes up. So let's get into a little bit of our training for tonight. So we're going to talk about some of the expectations and plans for our event on April 2nd. So just to reiterate, this is a free event. It's for team building and training. The first hour of the event is going to be a live Powur opportunity presentation. It's a great opportunity for you to invite anybody who may be interested in joining the platform. And a great opportunity to build your team, guys. I know Eric has talked about this a lot. He's going to be spending some money on advertising this event, and anybody who shows up as a result of those advertisements, he's been generous enough to say that that's free game. So you want to be at this event. You want to be here early. You're going to get a chance to hear from some of the top leaders in the business, some of the top Powur performers in the company. We're going to have English and Spanish available. So everybody can come, everybody's welcome, and everybody will be able to understand what's being said. Make sure you arrive early. I can't stress this enough. So it starts at 10. I'm going to get there by probably 8:30 or 9. I want to help set up, but then I also want to be able to mingle with the crowd before the event starts. That's a great opportunity to try and make some connections that could potentially be folks that want to join your team. So mingle, get into that crowd, go introduce yourself to people you don't know, and use it as an opportunity to welcome folks to the platform and show them what Powur is all about. If you do have any guests, make sure you're sitting with your guests. Get there in time, block off some space, know how many people you're going to have there, and sit with the guests that are going to become part of your team. Make sure you turn your phones off, guys. You know, I know this seems kind of dumb and silly, but this is a major event, and we want to show the most professional atmosphere we can. So phones on silent, phones off. If you need to take a phone call, mute it and step out in between speakers or something like that. One more thing, dress for success. You know, we want to put on a professional appearance. This is not only for you, but also for those people that are being invited. We want to put on a professional atmosphere, something that shows that Powur is the real deal and that Powur is a true opportunity for success. So make sure you come dressed for success and ready to roll. And finally, don't miss it. Don't miss the event, guys. There is so much that's going to be happening there, so much opportunity, and it's just a huge chance to grow and build your team, grow and build your knowledge as well. Eric, you got anything to add?
Hey, thank you, Huston. I think it's very important for us to understand that we've come a long way. We've come a really long way. And I mean, you know, some of the veterans on this team have been here for 2.5 years, 2 years with me. And, you know, when Dario got in front of the ad, you know, the video, and we were talking about what to say, you know, as soon as I said, you know, talk about that we've created something special, we were like, yes, that's correct. Because we really have. We really have, man. I mean, people that have grown a strong bond and have been working at this, chiseling at it, you know, day by day, month after month, year after year. And now, man, the team has grown so big that, you know, there are no more apologies, you know, for what we do, how big we are. There's no more apologies, you know, for not having success stories. We already have that. There's no apologies for, you know, not having a working platform. Bam, we work with it every day. It's getting better and better and better. There's no apologies for, you know, there hasn't been a lot of success. Our whole team is proof of success. And so I believe that April 2nd, it's going to be one of the biggest events ever. I'm all about events. I know C-Ray is all about events too. We have some really great people in our team that can do a really good job at promoting. And if we all work together, I don't care if you have 1 guest or 10 guests, they're all going to be blown away by the camaraderie that we have as a team. They're going to be blown away by the speakers that are at the event that can, share, what they have to share about about their experience in power. 3, it's all for a great cause. Your guests are going to see other professionals at the event as well. And they're going, oh, that guy's a lawyer. Oh, that guy's a doctor. Oh, that guy's a businessman. Damn, those are the type of caliber people that we're bringing on board. And people got to see that. That's why it's so important for you to have your guests attend this event. Remember, it's not about you or what you have to say. For some reason, a stranger has more credibility than you. It's sad to say, but I'm telling you right now, if you can get that through your head, then it'll be a lot easier to understand why you need to bring people to this event. Really excited to see Geoff Cash from Virginia, our Virginia family over there, and see what he's got to say. I'm excited about what Gus has to say. It's just an amazing time. It's an amazing time. And, Jacob Davis brought it to my attention the other day, how beautiful of a culture that we have. I mean, all of us are independent. We're all independent, but we love seeing each other win daily because we're all in this fight together. So that's why I'm saying we all need to come together and promote the heck out of this event so it can blow everything up from there. From the April event, the next event after that is July. And Powur is talking about having another event in May or June. So stay tuned for that. But even if we don't, the momentum from the April 2nd event will carry us through July. And can you imagine if you just did a great job in inviting so many people to April 2nd, how many people would see the value and get started on your team? And you can drive all those new people and their guests to the next event, which is going to be in May or June. So I'm telling you, it all starts here. We have a big story. We have a big team. Our journey's incredible, and we're only getting bigger and bigger and better and better. So I'm really excited about it. Meeting etiquette is very, very important. What Huston had shared earlier was very true. Hey, listen, if you see, you're going to see the Powur story for the 100th time or 50th time or 1000th time, but you got to have that excitement on your face, sitting on the edge of your seat as if you're seeing it for the first time. That's how we play team. That's how we come together and play team. Even though let's say I don't have a guest, but Huston does. And Huston's guest is sitting right by me. I'm not on my phone like this because I've seen the Powur story a million times. I'm like this. I'm watching the screen. I'm watching the speaker. I'm like, yes, absolutely. Clapping. I'm doing everything so that Huston's guest can mirror my energy. Okay. So just so you know, that's important. That's important, right? Go to the meeting. Everybody sit on time. You have a lot of people that end up, strays in the hallway or in the back. Like, everybody's got to play team and understand that we need the guests listening to the speakers. The guests are going to do what you do. So if you're in the back, guess what? Your guest is in the back. You shouldn't be in the back. You got to be right next to your guest, taking care of your guest, making sure your guest had enough food, enough water, and they're ready to pay attention. And right after that's over, we huddle up in a group and we say, hey, Gus, Gus, who do you have with you? Hey, Eric, this is Maria. Hey, Maria, everybody say hi. Hi, Maria. Hey, Jacob, who do you have with you? Hey, this is Tony. This is David. Hey, Tony and David. Everybody say, hey, Tony and David. Hey, Tony and David. And we're just playing team. Does that make sense to y'all? You play team. You play together. That's how we create excitement. That's how we create momentum. And when one person signs up, everybody's signing up, right? So when we talk about closing the room, that's what I'm gonna be doing. When talking in front of the crowd about opportunity, you know, I'm gonna say, hey, look, you're either a 1, 2, or 3. You're either 1, you want solar, 2, you're ambassador, or 3, you're a consultant. Which one are you? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Bam, we get into our huddle. Hey, what are you? 1, 2, 3. What do you see yourself as? And then bam, Jacob's coming over there. Geoff is, hey, whatever. Whoever's next to you is somebody you can introduce them to, somebody you can say, hey, look, this is Geoff Cash. You know, he just came off, you know, who knows? But have a plan on where you're gonna go with your guest once the presentation is over. So all of these things are so important, right? We can't have like people showing up 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late. You know, everybody's got to play team. Everybody's got to be on time. Everybody's got to make sure everybody eats, right? I'm probably going to get some breakfast tacos. Let's make sure the guests eat. Let the guests eat first. Hey, who are the guests? Go ahead and eat. We eat afterwards, right? Turn your phones off. Don't be on your phone during the presentation. That's an important time that you're with your guests trying to make shit happen, right? You're trying to make your business work, and you can't make it work if you're on your phone, because now your guest is worried about why you're on the phone and not paying attention with them, right? So this is a science. This meeting is an absolute science, okay? And we will all benefit from what happens at this event, but we all got to play team. I'm gonna let Geoff Cash mention some things. Me and Geoff come from the same kind of business background. So Geoff, what kind of stuff can you share about meeting etiquette, brother?
Yes, I was just typing a couple things in there, but Eric, obviously, as you know, yeah, I mean, meetings is everything. That's where me and you first met. I had no idea who you were, and we met at a meeting, you know, and it's something where you know, I always say that, and Eric, me and you both have a very similar background and how we got here. And something that we've always said for years is the barrier to entry is so low and so affordable that makes this opportunity available to so many people, but that can be a very, very difficult thing as well, because people don't take it as serious and they don't see the bigger picture of how serious it can be. You know, McDonald's always advertises that they've created more millionaires than any other business in the entire world. Well, that's because you had to be a millionaire to buy a McDonald's franchise. So you're already a millionaire beforehand. If it costs $1 million for you to do that, though, how serious would you take that business? Very, right? If you had to give up everything to be in the business, you would take it very serious. Well, thankfully and very fortunately, we don't have to do that. But it's still the same seriousness that we need to go into it, because if you treat it that way, and I can promise you, Edgardo and William and Eric and all these guys that's been here and went through a lot of crap. I mean, let's face it, Edgardo will tell you, he's went through a lot of shit that he had to go through to get to where he is. But do you think that he ever didn't take it serious for a moment? No, he had to ride the wave and go through it and build it. Thankfully, we don't have those obstacles anymore. We're kind of like the rocket ship. You know, they built the rocket ship, they tested the rockets, they crashed it 3 or 4 times, and now we've got it smooth sailing. We're getting ready to just take off. That's where we are, right? So, you know, you've really got to take it that serious. You've got to be that attention. And like Eric was saying, you know, everybody wants to be on their phone, and I get it. And here's one of the biggest things I can caution you against. Biggest thing. If you have a guest that's coming, let them know to be there early. Let them know to be there 30 minutes early. Because at 10 o'clock, when this thing starts, you don't want to be out looking for your guests and doing this and doing that. It makes everything. everybody needs to be very, very attention and focused. So if your guest is running late, that's okay. Shoot them a text. Say, hey, I've got your seat saved. I'll be looking at the back door for you when you come in. Just shoot me a text. But don't be in the lobby. Don't be here. Don't be there, or wherever, and I don't know the venue, but don't be, constantly by the door. Don't be grouped by the door, waiting for them to come in, because that's not showing the speaker. Because, like Agardo's traveling in, Williams flying in, Luigi's flying in. A lot of these guys are spending a lot of money that, you can learn just one nugget, because yes, this is not about you, but it can be about you. I pay it, and you'll see, because that's who I am. I will pay attention to the presentation just as serious as though I'd heard it the first time, because I want to hear how they present it. Because it may be something that I take back, that I start presenting it that way, that makes it make so much more sense. And that could elevate my business to the next level. And it only takes that one little nugget, that one little thing, that could be the next $1 million transition in your business, right? So just make sure that you really are doing that and being that attentive. And the last thing, and I put it in the chat, is think about this. So when you look at Agardo, and you look at William, and you look at Eric, and you look at Gus, and you look at Luigi, and you look at all these guys that's been around, and I'm just very fortunate to be in that crowd. I don't know why they chose me, but that's okay. I feel lucky. But when you look at all these guys who've been around and kind of paved the way, these guys have collectively made millions. Where are you going to go and sit down and get time and training for free from guys that's made millions and millions and millions of dollars? I don't know anywhere. I don't know anywhere. I've paid a lot. I've been to the 10X events. I've been to, other, Zig Ziglar events. I've been to the Walk the Fire event. I've been to a lot of events that I paid thousands and thousands of dollars to go to be around people. Why did I do that? Because I want to have, there's an old mentor of mine told me that if you want what someone, if you want to have what someone has, then you got to listen to what they have to say. Don't listen to what someone says that don't have what you have. So don't go and take advice from someone that doesn't already have what you want to have. Take advice and listen to the people and surround yourself with people that have the things that you want to have. Because everyone's always heard the law of attraction. If you show me your five closest friends, that's who you're going to be, right? Surround yourself with those people that have what you want to have. Because, and Eric's heard this saying many, many times, because we actually got this from the same gentleman in a previous company that we were in together, and we didn't even know it at the time. But there's an old saying that says, look, do today what others don't, to have tomorrow what others won't, right? Do that on April 2nd. Do that day what others won't, because others are going to say the weather's too nice and the sporting event and this and that and my kids and my this, whatever. Listen, and I'm not trying to throw anybody out there, but I told my wife this evening I'm going to use the baby crush a little bit. Guys, I just had a 3-week-old baby, and I'm leaving my family, and I'm going to be there April 2nd. I promise you can find a way to make it. So that's all I got, Eric.
Thank you, Geoff, and thank you, Huston.
C-Ray, I know you got to run, man. You wanna say something before you have to go?
Well, I just want to thank Eric, man, for the opportunity, and the whole team of Powur, man. It's one thing that I want to kind of also reiterate, Geoff was saying, is, you need to hang out with the right people for sure. I started weeding out certain people in my life on purpose, because I want to surround myself with, progress and growth all the time, not just sometimes, all the time. And so I'm really excited that, we have these opportunities. I'll be speaking for the first time, actually, in this particular event on the 2nd, which I'm excited. And there's many more to come. But I wanted to talk about real quick about just mentorship, right? Like, I've always known that I'm a leader. My whole life I've been a leader, and I've known that. And sometimes we let the pride get the best of us, and we don't want to really be humble enough to follow somebody else for whatever reason it may be. And you got to be teachable. Like Geoff was saying, we got to be teachable. We got to just be willing to learn. You never know what you may learn from somebody else, even if you don't think so. So I believe that you got to be teachable. And I'm taking my team that I'm building and my recruits and everything like that, and Huston, my partner, we're taking them all and we're starting to nurture them. We're starting to really follow up with them. We're starting to really tell them, we're right here for you, man. Whatever you need, we're right here. And some of them starting to look at me as the one guy who's taking the time to help him. And that's what all of us need that at some point, right? So everyone is a mentor, or even if you're not a mentor, find somebody you can trust. If it's not your own upline, a mentor, anybody, but attach yourself with those people who are successful, who are investing time in what we're doing now, which is solar, and learn from them. And that's what I want to share with you guys. Learn from them, put the pride aside. If you need my help, I'm right here. If you need Eric's help, he's right there. Gus, these guys have been doing this for a while. Amen. Reach out to whoever you feel comfortable working, and let's help these people that are growing in the business. Keep them motivated, keeping them encouraged. We don't want people to fall through the cracks anymore. I'm not willing to let anyone fall through the cracks anymore. I'm not willing to let, even if they're part of my team or not. If you don't know me, and you're not part of my team, but you want me to work with you, let me know. Let my partner Huston know. We will make the time. I'm never too busy to help people grow, because your success is my success. I love seeing people succeed. And I want you to really get that through your head, man. I want you to be successful, even if you surpass anything that I can do, because as long as I know you're moving in the right direction, that's all that really matters. And I want you guys to put the pride aside and find somebody that's going to be willing to mentor you, willing to help you, regardless if they're your upline or not. And I'm telling you right now, man, that's how we're going to grow up, because unity means power. We just got to make sure that we get together. And also, before I go, keep your fingers crossed, because I've got the Mexico panels right here, and I'm working my 400. So we're trying to bring some panels from Mexico, 472 cell panel right here, commercial grade. So hopefully we can stack power with more panels, and we start selling more and more and more. So that's all I got for you guys. I love all of you guys. I appreciate everybody. I'm ready for this event and the ones to come. And if you really believe in this, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Very nice. All right. So,
And I
how
just
do we
want to
get
say,
people to
like,
the event? Let's talk about that a little bit. We
for
talked
the
about
newer
how important it is
consultants-
to get people there. Dario, what's up?
Yeah, I'm just saying, for the newer consultants, to C. Ray's point, like, speak up, like actually speak up. And when a mentor calls you back, I mean, it's time is currency. So don't be afraid to ask a question, is what I'm saying.
Let's go,
I
Gus.
text Huston, I text
Come on.
Eric, I text Gus all the time. Hey man, what does this mean? What is how to site serve it? Whatever it may be, a part of the team concept. Don't be afraid to ask a question.
Absolutely. Yeah, great point. Whether it's one-on-one or on the team chat on Facebook, whatever it is, if you got something that you need answered, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. So
Hey, I just want one last thing. I would say, what's up, Gustavo? Let's go.
What's up?
So shift gears a little bit. So we talked a lot about how important this event is. The next step is, how do we get people to the event? It's going to be super important that we get people to this event, guys, and that we're constantly, over the next 3 weeks between now and the time that the event's here, this needs to be on the tip of your tongue every day, all the time. And there's a number of ways you can do it. So number one, and this is true of both just being a solar consultant as well as trying to recruit your team, don't be an undercover agent. I always go back to one of the biggest things I took away from Mentor Factory last year was the concept that, does everyone on your Facebook list know what you do for a living? Does everyone know that you have an opportunity that you could potentially present to them to either help them change careers or add to their current portfolio? If you can't say yes to that, guys, you're an undercover agent, and you got to get out from under that rock and show people what the opportunity is. So don't be an undercover agent. That's number one. Number two, post on social media. Powur has provided us all kinds of different, really top quality, top notch information and flyers and everything. And so if you're not posting that flyer to your Facebook story or your Instagram story at least once a week, you're missing opportunities. If you're not posting that on your pages consistently and inviting people, tagging people who you know might be interested, you're missing opportunities. When was the last time you did a live video talking about solar or talking about the event? Go live. Those get a lot more engagement than just the flyers do when you post those. So shoot a video, even if you're not comfortable doing it live, record one, take 10 or 20 attempts to get a halfway decent one and then post it. Videos get a lot more engagement than just flyers do. Eric just posted out a really good hype video that he had produced. He had somebody come in and produce that, guys. He spent money to get that done. He brought in 3 or 4 of the guys on the team, and they all stood up there on a green screen and did their thing. Use what he's giving you and help that grow your own business. So use all this stuff, guys. It's there for a reason. Use it on social media and use it a lot. If you should be posting that more than one time between now and April 2nd. That needs to be a consistent post and a consistent invite to anybody on your contacts list that you think may be interested in it. Next thing, Eric threw out a challenge the other day to see how many people on the team would be willing to send out 100 DM invites. Who's done that? Who sent out any DMs? I know Eric has. I know some of the other leaders on this team have. So if you haven't done that yet, go through your contacts list. Anybody you think may even be remotely interested, just shoot them a DM. Hey, I've got a potential opportunity. You want to hear more about it? And it's as simple as that. I mean, realistically, guys, that's why I'm in the business. C-Ray sent me a DM. We go back a long way, but he sent me a note from a long time ago talking about, hey, if you're interested, I just joined this solar company. It's awesome. You ought to check it out. At the time I said no. A month later, I lost my job and I came calling. So here I am,
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Sorry, wife's over there giving me.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
So go through your list and DM people who you think may be interested. Just reach out to folks, start a conversation. Next step, similar to the DMs, calls, text with friends. Reach out to your contacts list, guys. You never know where your next lead's going to come from. We installed a system the other day for my neighbor's brother-in-law, all because we were sitting in the backyard one day and he looked on my roof and said, "Oh, you got solar. How do you like it?" I said, "I love it. You want some yourself? I sell it." Boom. Sold it in. You got to have the conversation. You got to let people know what you do, regardless of the scenario. You got to be out there on the forefront and be active about it, guys. So
hey, Houston,
yeah,
Houston, we just got a notification. We got another install coming up. Let's go.
Let's go. And we just got confirmation that an M2 got approved. So yeah,
let's go.
So I got 2 challenges for you guys. Number 1, how many conversations can you have daily between now and April 2nd to get people to that event? And number 2, how many guests are you going to commit to having at that event personally? Those are 2 things, and I'm going to let you put your own number on it. All of our numbers are probably going to be different, but similar to what we talk about with the business plan, where you're sitting down and you're writing down your goals and writing down what your objectives are. It's no different with this, guys. Take the time to figure out how many conversations and how many guests you plan to have at that event. And I promise, if you do that now, you'll get to the number that you set and then some by April 2nd. That's all I've got for tonight, guys. I'm going to open the floor. We've still got about 15 minutes left. If anybody has anything that they want to share or bring up, or if anybody has any questions for the mentors on the call, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I want to hear from Gus, man. Gus, tell us how hyped you are about April 2nd, Gus. What are we going to hear?
About to get insane, guys. So thank you all for the call. I had to jump off. I have leads coming in like left and right, so I have to jump off and call. I just started a new marketing campaign, which I'm gonna let all you guys see a sneak peek about it. So I have a new CRM coming out. I'm gonna be announcing it at the training, the event on April 2nd. And then I do have a course that I'll be launching as well, so I can show you how to do what I've been doing. I'm at like, I think nothing, not a brag, because I don't like doing that, but it's just something that it can be possible. So I've closed 18 deals since the year started. My goal was to
Let's
do
go.
eight every single eight a month, so I can hit
Yeah,
100
boy.
deals. I'm trying to go for 100 deals this year. I'm not trying. I'm gonna hit my 100 deals goal, and that would be close to $1 million. So I'm just following the steps of everybody. I've been connected with Charles, with Eduardo, and then Willie kind of called me crazy early because I don't want to take no days off. He said I need it, but right now is the time. The next 2 years is prime time for us. You know, don't let go of the throttle. This is an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime. You have to hold it by the horns. But I just been learning so much from everybody. But yes, big things are going to be announced at the April 2nd. And you guys are from San Antonio, and you have to have the most people there. You have to have at least over 150 people there. We got to maybe even go to Austin, tell some people to come over there. I'm literally on my LinkedIn right now sending everybody invites to go to this event. And I'm not just starting it by just sending them a flyer. You have to have a conversation first. Things happen with the relationships. So I know sometimes we get excited. We just want to tell everybody as fast as we can, but people can smell you like that. You know, you want to be like literally have to build a relationship before you send them to an event. They got to get to know you first, right? If not, you're just like everybody else that spams you every single day, right? I think it's gonna be huge. You know, so I actually had an install today with Willie. Let's go, Willie. Let's go. We were on the roof. I was scared Willie was about to fall off. Just make sure I watch him. I was recording the whole time though. No, I'm just kidding. But I also have two more. I have 2 more installs going in on Thursday. I have my first one going in San Antonio, South Carolina. So I literally been sitting here at my desk every day for about 10, 12 hours, and I'm not tired. I'm just ready to keep going. It's like addicting, literally addicting. You have so many projects going on. I have a whiteboard if you just can keep up with them because it's just getting crazy. But yeah, I just want to make sure I motivate somebody today to work even harder because look, at the end of the day, it's all friendly competition, right? We got to think about look to your left, look to your right, look who's ahead of you. And it's okay to ask for help. We're not gonna know if you need help. You have to let us know. So like Willie coming today is hey, I need help with this adders. Hey, let's go on a Zoom. Let's go on a Zoom real quick. You know, it's hey, I have 5 minutes. Let's make it happen. Whatever it is, right? So I hope I inspire someone today to just work even harder. Work harder than I work, and it's gonna be pretty hard. But just so you know, it's gonna get you something that you've never had before. And like Geoff said earlier, don't take advice from people that don't have what you want. I don't listen to those guys, those naysayers, those negative Nancy's. Forget about those guys. They're always complaining because they're gonna be complaining a year from now when they didn't do something about it. So get to work. You know, tie your boots up. It's big. It's prime time. Like we have to build towards the July event. We have to. And if you're not doing it, someone else is gonna do it. So Willie kind of told me earlier that some guy got one of his deals. I'm like, hey man, it's a follow-up. And don't let it happen again because it's happened to me multiple times. But if you're trying to do something, I mean, it's gonna happen no matter what. Look around. There's probably all of us here that have been here for a while have probably called one of our leads back from, you know, a couple weeks ago and they went and sold with somebody else. And doesn't it just piss you off? I know it pissed me off. And what did it do? Now I have a system. I had to invest in my system because it works. You know, a couple $100 a month, a couple $100 a year to be able to make thousands and thousands of dollars. It's a really good, you're gonna get a return on your investment. I'm gonna have something for you guys on that Saturday. I'm gonna be talking about what I do all the time and just sit here. And I literally could just hire, I think, 4 call center people because I can't sit here and make calls anymore. I'm too busy. But it's one or the other. So we got to build. We have an opportunity. There's so many ways to make money. There's literally so many ways to make money in this industry. And it just where do you want to be at in 5 years? Where do you really want to be at the end of summertime? Where do you want to be at next year, 5 years from now? I think it's right now is the time to work and the time to put your head down, get in the trenches and get dirty. So let's get dirty. Let's win together. Let's hype each other up. Let's post on TikTok, you know, post on Facebook. I post that flyer every day, every single day. I don't care. It's going on there. But yeah, just hope I inspire somebody. Like I got inspired by my boy here, Eric. And it's my job, just to help you guys get a little motivated, get a little bit hyped up. And I know I talk fast and I get excited, but that's just the thing. You should just hear me on the phone. I slow down.
You
And
know
I have
what?
everything.
I also want to elaborate on what you're saying, man. You're so right about that, because like you got to find someone to inspire you, man. Because people get discouraged in this industry real quick because you didn't get a deal, because it's taking too long. It happened to me. Just a good thing that I had other people I could talk to, like Eric, and be like, man, why is it taking so long? And he would explain. But don't get discouraged, man. Sunshine, it always comes after a rainy day. There's always going to be sunshine. At some point, things are got to change unless you change. But as long as you stay consistent, you'll be good. And you got great people behind you, especially Eric. So keep it going and don't get discouraged.
Yes. So I guess like the one thing, phrase that I want you guys to take away from this is create safety in numbers. Get so many damn people that join your team, so many leads and so many contracts that you don't care what happens to them. You know what I mean? Safety in numbers is the name of the game. And that's what I've been doing last, 2-3 years. And just playing it safe, just putting more numbers on the board. And yeah, let's rock and roll.
Proud of you, Gus.
Thanks, man.
Can't wait to see you, bro.
Oh man, I'm gonna kill it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, can I say something?
Willie.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm not on video. I'm taking care of my mom, and she got dementia and Alzheimer.
I understand.
So, yeah, but no, I just want to echo what each and every one of you just said. Dario, Gus, Ray, Huston, and yourself, and Mr. Geoff, about reaching out, the consultants. I'm still freshly. I've been going on 2 years in this business, but there's not a stupid question. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we probably feel that, we don't want to ask a question because, we've been in so long, we probably look dumb, but, that's not the right mentality. I always reach out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because today it was a successful day. Already this customer that we have, he already had a proposal from another solar company. And just with the guys, man, Gus and Brand, and I'm reaching out to them. We got it to more and have a better proposal than the other solar companies. So on the 24th, I will be presenting in Killeen my proposal. So, always reach out to the mentors, man, and always just trying to establish a good relationship. That's key in this business, man. That's all I want to say, guy.
Proud of you, really, bro. Proud of you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for always encouraging me, bro.
Nice, Willie. Oh, Willie.
What's up, Ray Star?
All right, all right.
All right, guys. Well, anybody else got anything else to wrap it up tonight?
That's it. April 2nd.
That's it. April 2nd, guys. Now's the time. You got 3 weeks. Let's get on it. Let's get your numbers together, put a goal in place, and get those people there. You will not regret it, because the team that we're going to have up there presenting, showing the opportunity, giving the training, it's a great way not only to recruit folks and bring new people into the business, but if you've got anybody who's new, it's also an awesome way to get them jump started in the business. So
yeah, and also, relate with your people, relate with them, understand that you're trying to get them to an event where they got to wake up early, right? On a Saturday. They were probably busy all Monday through Friday. They don't want to wake up early to go to your event. So you've got to make it enticing. How do you do that? We're going to have free tacos. All right. Who doesn't like a free breakfast? Okay. Say, look, come out. We'll feed you. After that, get your day started. Do what you want. But you don't want to miss this event. I don't even know if there's enough room. I have to check if we have enough seats. If you don't have any urgency in your voice or the way that you're acting, there's no urgency for them to be there. Does that make sense? You gotta have urgency when inviting people. Because look, at the end of the day, we understand about the stream of income, which is passive, building a team. Would you rather try and fumble your words through a presentation yourself to somebody, or try to get somebody on the phone to hopefully talk to them because everybody's busy, or would you like to get all of them in one room for 1 hour, one time, the same time with the same message, and get them all signed up at the same time? It makes so much sense, right? So do your best, do your absolute best in pushing this event, because I promise you, this will do wonders for each and every one of our social media pages. Nobody will be able to F with you. I promise. They're going to see a big team behind you and be like, what the? I heard about those guys, but everybody said they suck. Yeah, you know what? Powur's been through some growing pains, okay? This compensation plan has only been out going on 3 years. Like, so we had Jonathan, but had no idea. We went from 8 million to 100 million in revenue. Who does that year over year? Yeah, we had growing pains. We had 4 project managers versus 100 now, right? We didn't have the chat line, just chat talk to somebody on chat. We didn't have any of that. Now everything is there for you, ready to go, easy, business in a box. Bro, I'm telling you, you're in the right place at the right time, but just share this opportunity with others. People that have no degree, no college experience. Maybe they had a trip in their background. Maybe they had something wrong. Maybe they stole a candy bar and they can't get a job. Maybe they're tattoos and they're tattooed up and they can't get a job. Maybe they need a side hustle but can't quit their job. Bring them to the event and let them know how their life will change. I promise you, you will start an empire right then and there. And I'll help you. We'll all help you, get through the process. It's going to be smooth sailing. So appreciate y'all.
All right, guys. With that, we're going to wrap up for the night. Thank you, Eric. Thank you guys for all sharing tonight. Awesome call. April 2nd. Let's go. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, everybody.